Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Tarek Skubal. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Skubal was dominant the last time on the mound, firing a shutout. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Talking about that shutout, he really had everything working for him. Not many pitchers nowadays who can turn a lineup over 3 times and still be effective, Boog. So what he did is impressive.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The lefty fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. That is upstairs for ball one. And another ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. You're in game one of this 3-game set. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
2-1.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
Just the classic case of ignoring your third base coach. The stop sign was clear as day, but the runner seemed to have missed it, and certainly it cost him.
And the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, look at the stop. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And first offering is fouled off. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Step off throw to first.
No,
and he's back safely. And that misses. Ball 1. Out to short, Baez. They get the force, and the inning is over. And the Orioles leave 1. The Tigers coming up, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Zach Eflin.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Now it's the DH, Colt Heath. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Keith launched a homer in his most recent game. Fought off foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's one down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Spencer Torkelson.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Late swing, foul to the left. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Tosses to first,
He's out.
and that will end the inning. Tigers are shut down there. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now here is Ryan Mountcastle. Skubal back to work. Late swing fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Two and 1 now. There's a swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
What do you got?
Rutschman checks his swing. Now an appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. 1 out, the runner at second here at the top of the second. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. O'Neill flies around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Stepping in, Jackson Holliday. And that drops in for a strike. The 0-1. Little chopper rolls foul. Just missing there. And that's ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. Ball 1, no strikes. Two outs. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Cut on and lifted in the air. Vierling on his way over and makes the grab, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson matched a homer in his last game. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed.
Inside.
On the ground, out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And quickly one away in the second. You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Gleyber Torres now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Got him. And there are 2 outs. And now Wenzel Perez. Swings through that one for strike 1. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Foul ball there. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now a chance for Jordan Westburg. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He was late there, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Mayo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Way inside. Laureano at second with 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Mountcastle takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Inside, ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
As we go to the last of the third. And now Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. And out number 1 on the grab. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. On the ground to third, Westberg. Sends it to first. Now 2 away. Now it's Javier Baez. Baez, a former All-Star, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise, and it remains 1-0. Start of the 4th, and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
1-1.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. And he chases a high fastball there.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. One down. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. He's 0 for 1. That's too low. 1-0. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag out.
I don't think he got a great read and or jump as he was trying to score from second on that one. Nice execution by the defense. Come up throwing, hit the relay man, and then onto the plate. Beautiful example of a well-executed play.
And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. Fly to left his first time. Snap throw to first. Holliday back in on a dive. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's carrying. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Laureano comes up to hit. That's in there. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th, and now the DH, Colt Keith. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Out towards left center. O'Neill getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. So up next, Matt Vierling. That's to third. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Kerry Carpenter digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, left side. O'Neill nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. Bo Brisky gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's going to be Jordan Westburg, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Brant Herter getting loose for A.J. Hinch. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Into center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the next pitch.
The flip to the pitcher coverage. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Kobe Mayo.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Kobe Mayo. He's got some power, no doubt. Fastball is outside. And that one ripped into right. Carpenter makes the catch, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Eflin back to work. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here is Gleyber Torres. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball, one strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. Fly to left his first time. That one out to right. Laureano under it. And that'll do it. Back at Comerica Park. Now, Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle, in his 5th season, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2015. And the 1-0. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And there's a ball. That misses the zone. Counts full, 3-2. Left field, way back there. This one's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And that one hammered. Perez ranging back. Makes the catch, gliding out of the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Now move to first. And he's back in on a dive. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Out towards right center field. Perez sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Jackson Holliday. That one's in there. That's strike one. Ripped on a line to center. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Orioles 3 and the Tigers nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Cionel Perez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the catcher up to hit, Jake Rogers. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Perez ready to fire now. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Big stack center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And next to hit for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Baez. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here is Colt Keith. Check swing, didn't go. And that is ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside with a breaking ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. 0 for 2 in this one. In there at the knees for a strike.
Ball.
On a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. One run's in. Now the second run is in. They trail by one. It's 3-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play. Maybe an error, maybe a hit.
Kerry Carpenter. And that's in there at the knees. Vierland at third with 2 away. Not close with that one. 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him. They limit the damage here.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jason Foley.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Vierland on the move to the gap. 1 up, 1 down.
Right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Torres over to first. Out. And Laureano is retired.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. 1 for 3. That one hit to right. Carpenter hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Orioles 3, Tigers 2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
First baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian Baker.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that's in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. So Torque takes the whip. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And that's in for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that drops in for a strike. Inside, and the count is 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And the slider just misses.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And next to hit for Detroit, Wenceel Perez. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Just missed.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. And that one popped to short. Henderson makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it 3-2. Tyler Holton into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And there's a foul ball. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, a little problem with this location there, but now the bigger problem's at first base. Tons of speed over there. He's going to have to manage the running game and find the strike zone.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Herter warming up as well. Henderson aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Step off, throw to first.
No,
Henderson dives back in safely. Check swing, called strike. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at first, one away. And foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Perez snags it on the run.
Now batting, left fielder Tyler O'Neill.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. And he beats it. He's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Rutschman, the next to hit. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Check swing, appeal to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Popped in the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. Orioles strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Baker back to work. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And next up for the Tigers, Andy Ibanez, known for his late inning heroics. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now it's Baez. First pitch misses.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it falls. And a go-ahead run is on base. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Westberg throws to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Matt Vierling.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB. You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the eighth.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So 2 down. And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just
Inside.
missed. That
Ball,
misses the zone. 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Coming home. The relay. He'll score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Baker won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Felix Bautista.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And now Spencer Torkelson. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Carpenter at second with 2 down. There's the strike. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, and that is that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 9th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 5 and the Orioles 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Will Vest.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Holiday leading things off and takes a strike. Right back to him on the mound. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
He's 2 outs away. Colton Cowser now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Vest, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. The Tigers leading by 2 here at the top of the 9th.
Ball. 1-2.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2.
It's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Laureano. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.